14 centre bounce attendances on the weekend. How's life as a midfielder?
Yeah, love it, mate. I've played a fair bit of mid there in VFL, so not a stranger to it, but playing the AFL in the midfield feels a lot different, and I feel like I wasn't ready for it at the start, but getting out there and getting amongst it, definitely feel ready now and ready to move forward with it, hopefully.
Whose idea was it to throw you up the ground?
That was the messaging during the week from the coaches. They sort of saw in that last game against Melbourne that I had a few nice centre bounce clearances there, and they wanted to work with that and see what I've got. So I guess it's something we could, definitely see moving forward.
Hey Tommy, your pressure level was, I think it was off the charts. It might have been the best this year. Where did that come from, and how did you feel afterwards when the coach talked about it?
Yeah, I think us as a group, we knew that we were pretty down on our defence the last 2 weeks, like probably not up to standard. So myself and the rest of the team sort of took that as a challenge and made sure this week was the week that we really went after it and make that the standard moving forward, because it wasn't up to standard the weeks before, and I felt like our intent, and my intent as well, felt really good, and that's probably why we got close to the Crows.
It was a 2, wasn't it? Was it one of the highest for the year, or the highest for the year? Did they say something like that?
Yeah, per quarter there's a percentage, I think, that they go off, and it was the highest that we had every quarter this year, and even that last quarter I think our pressure rating was above 2, which is really good apparently, and pretty rare to see. So when we're all out fatigued, I think that's a really good sign for us.
You saw the coach afterwards. We saw some vision they released of him talking to you guys, and he was just pumped. But what was that like to hear that from him, how excited he was about what the young guys could deliver?
He was so pumped for us because he made that a really big thing for us, and we made a commitment to him and commitment to Gov and Dom and Duggo to make sure that our intent was really strong. So we made sure, I think you saw in the message that we sent, or in the video, we sent out a few messages to the boys to show that our commitment's strong and to wish them all the best, and then we told them what we were going to go after on that day, and mostly what we said was defensive intent, so we went after that and we were pretty happy with how we went.
With your time in the midfield, has anything surprised you at AFL level about the standard pace, anything like that? It's a massive jump, as you know, and probably the strength bit for me. I need to get a bit stronger, so when you try and body up a few of the AFL mids, it's a bit different. You have to sort of go about your craft a bit differently, but it's a great challenge, and I'll go in the pre-season and put on a bit more weight and hopefully be able to throw a bit more around next year, but definitely probably more the strength side of things, and I think the speed of my game is great for the AFL level anyway, so I feel comfortable there.
Are you going back, you reckon, because Duggo's out? You reckon you'll have to go back now, or what?
Yeah, we haven't gone through that yet. Either I'll go back or they might throw someone from the waffle in there. There's definitely some guys playing really strongly in the waffle at the moment, so they've got a few options to look at.
Do you know fair forward line, haven't they? What do you feel? I mean, you're a Victorian boy. What do you think going in against what they've got to deliver?
Yeah, we obviously know that they're like Norton's firing as well. Obviously, you can't forget about Darcy, and then Bont can go back there, and we know that they're going to be so strong and probably the best forward line we've come up against. But what we came up against last week with Phil Thorpe and Fogarty, I know Tex wasn't playing, but we really fought it up to them, and there's no reason we can't do that again this week.
Do you know who will captain the boys this week?
Liam Baker just got announced to lead us out, and it's his 150th game, so would be a big occasion for him, and we're really happy for him.
Can you talk about his leadership qualities, something you've learned off in the first 8 games?
Yeah, Bakes has been awesome. He, being in the back line myself, playing with him, probably my first 4 or 5 games, half back with him, and his talk, his leadership, his experience is so valuable for our team, and it's no surprise that he'll get the captaincy this week, and he's really growing himself as a leader and a guy that we can all trust.
The 4 quarters last week, how do you replicate that though? Isn't it about repeating that effort?
Yeah, we did speak about that. We had an intent to perform for Gov and Dom, but now we know that we're not performing for anyone this week. It might be for Liam Baker, but we've got to go back to our training and train the way we did last week, and despite not playing for a really high purpose, we've still got to go after what we did last week, and if we do that, we've got a baseline now of what we can get to, and if we can get to that every week, that comes with training hard and doing your reviews and stuff. And if we get to that level, we'll be okay.
How was the feeling after the game? You've got probably your best four-quarter performance from where I sit anyway of the season, yet you didn't quite get it done against top-of-the-ladder team.
Yeah, it's just, I think for us, that last 10-minute patch of that last quarter, we sort of went away from our ball movement a bit. I think it went a bit into our shell a tiny bit, and that costed us at the end, and we're disappointed with that last 10 minutes, but really happy with how the last four quarters, or last 3 quarters went before that. And yeah, it's just some things we need to tidy up with our ball movement, I think, but yeah, we'll look at it this week.
With Duggan out, that's obviously heaps of senior guys out now. Is that extra motivation for someone in your shoes to try to prove yourself as a leader moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. There's guys, we've got a really young list, and I'm 25 now, so I guess I want to put my hand up to not be a leader, but like a guy that people can lean on, and I want to be loud out in the footy field. And there's other guys around him like Tom Cole and or Miss Harry Edwards, but Elijah Hewitt, there's these young guys that are coming through that have voice, and we'll keep leaning on each other, and we'll help out Bakes this week, and I'm sure there'll be a few guys that put their hand up to lead elsewhere as well.
Hey Tommy, I heard the story about, because of where you'd come from with local footy, that your prep for a match used to be having a sausage roll and watching the Rezzies and maybe not even stretching. It's a big change, isn't it? Tell us about that.
Yeah, look, I didn't take footy that seriously at all, and as you know, I was eating sausage rolls, even a hot dog in there. It's all a bit of a joke, but as time went on, I obviously got rid of all that and focused on footy and really knuckled down my diet and stuff. But now the prep's a lot different. Obviously, you get to Optus Stadium or whatever 2 hours before, and starting to adopt some new things into my warm-ups, and starting to get some superstitions, I guess, that really help with my game. So yeah, I've grown a lot since that period of time, that's for sure.
So you see more growth obviously coming for you, eh? And you could get even better.
Yeah, I've got heaps of growth left, I think. I think where I've grown to now is so far from where I was 2 years ago, but I reckon I've got that much more left to learn, and both on the field and off the field with diet and gym, and even my footy, I know I've got lots to work on, so I'm really excited to where I can grow.
Any of those superstitions you'd like to elaborate on?
Yeah, something new. We sort of do a bit of meditation and some breathing exercises before the game. A few of us boys get in there and do that, and that's something I never used to do. So it's new to me, but I've started doing that since my debut, and really helps me to calming myself down before the game and getting rid of the nerves, and something I'll probably do for the rest of my career, I reckon. So yeah.
Can't watch the Rezzies, can you? There are no Rezzies.
And I miss going out there and having a look and seeing how my old Rezzies mates are doing out there. But yeah, I'd obviously rather be where I am today.
What was Gov's address like just before you went out? Tell us what it was like. Can you remember what he said? Or?
Yeah, it was a little bit like, I remember he was a bit rattled, he didn't know what to say, but he was a bit nervous. But he just wanted to say that he's so proud of us and the way that we've pulled on the jumper through a tough time, and every one of us in that room at that moment has been through it, and he just wanted to really get around us and say, no matter what happens today, I'm proud of you all, and the future's so bright, so just go out there. And yeah, he said just to kill it, and yeah, it was a pretty simple message, but very inspirational as well.
It was good when Hamish Davis kicked his first goal too, wasn't it? That was nice to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a kid that's gone through the waffle this year a fair bit, and he's gone through his up and downs, and couldn't have seen a better bloke to kick his first goal, and really deserved it. He's a hard running player. He gets in early trainings and does his extras, and never seen a kid want it more, so definitely well deserved for him.